Doorstep danger, scams on the rise. In recent years, there has been a significant increase in the number of scams occurring right at people's front doors. These scams are becoming more sophisticated and harder to detect. Doorstep scams are a growing problem in the UK. They often involve individuals posing as legitimate service providers, charity workers, or even government officials. These scammers are skilled at creating believable stories to gain your trust. These scams target people in their own homes, often catching them off guard. The scammers may claim to be from a utility company, offering to check your meter, or they might pretend to be collecting for a charity. Their goal is to get you to let your guard down. Scammers can be very convincing, making it difficult to know who to trust. They often use fake identification badges and uniforms to appear legitimate. Some may even have accomplices to make their act more believable. It's important to be aware of the dangers of doorstep scams and how to protect yourself. Educating yourself and your family about these scams can make a big difference. Attend community meetings and stay informed about the latest tactics used by scammers. By being informed, you can avoid becoming a victim. Discuss safety measures with your family, such as not opening the door to strangers and verifying the identity of anyone who comes to your door. Use resources available online to stay updated on common scams. These scams can happen to anyone, regardless of age or background. However, certain groups, such as the elderly or those living alone, are often more vulnerable. It's crucial to check in on your neighbors and loved ones to ensure they are aware of these dangers. Scammers often prey on vulnerable individuals, such as the elderly or those living alone. They may use friendly conversation to build rapport before making their move. Always be cautious and encourage others to do the same. They may use pressure tactics or emotional manipulation to get what they want. This can include making you feel guilty for not helping or creating a sense of urgency. Remember, you have the right to say no and close the door. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to ask for verification or seek a second opinion. Protecting yourself and your community starts with awareness and vigilance. A doorstep scam is a type of fraud where a scammer approaches you at your home with a dishonest offer or request. They may pretend to be from a legitimate organization, such as a utility company or a charity. Their goal is to trick you into giving them money, personal information, or access to your home. Common types of doorstep scams include bogus tradespeople offering unnecessary or overpriced home repairs, fake charity collectors claiming to represent a real charity to solicit donations, utility imposters posing as gas, electricity, or water company employees to gain access to your home, and delivery scams asking for payment for fake or non-existent deliveries. Doorstep scammers are skilled at gaining your trust. They may use a variety of tactics to make their story seem believable. Some common tactics include creating a sense of urgency, pressuring you to make a decision quickly without thinking, using flattery or intimidation, complimenting your home or threatening consequences if you don't comply, exploiting current events using news stories or local incidents to create a sense of fear or concern, and offering unrealistic deals, promising goods or services at prices that are too good to be true. Here are some examples of real-life doorstep scams that have tricked many unsuspecting homeowners. These scams are designed to catch you off guard and exploit your trust. One common scam is the driveway scam. In this scenario, a builder approaches you claiming to have leftover materials from a nearby job. They offer to resurface your driveway at a heavily discounted price, making it seem like a great deal. However, once you agree and make an upfront payment, the builder either disappears without completing the work or does a substandard job that leaves your driveway in worse condition than before. This leaves you not only out of pocket, but also with a bigger problem to fix. Another prevalent scam is the meter reading scam. Here, an individual posing as a utility company employee comes to your door, claiming they need to read your meter. They may even have a uniform and a clipboard to appear legitimate. While you are distracted by the fake employee, an accomplice sneaks into your home to steal valuables such as jewelry, money, or electronics. This scam not only results in financial loss, but also invades your personal space, leaving you feeling vulnerable. Then there's the fake petition scam. Scammers will come to your door claiming to be campaigning for a local cause or charity. They ask you to sign a petition which seems harmless and even noble. However, while you are signing, they may be gathering your personal information, such as your name, address, and phone number, which can be used for identity theft. Alternatively, they might use this distraction to allow an accomplice to gain access to your home and steal valuables. To protect yourself from these scams, always verify the identity of anyone who comes to your door. Ask for identification and, if in doubt, contact the company they claim to represent. Installing security cameras and joining a neighborhood watch can also help deter scammers and keep your home safe. Stay informed about the latest scams by reading up on them and attending community meetings or presentations by local law enforcement. Knowledge is your best defense against these deceitful tactics. By staying vigilant and taking proactive measures, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from falling victim to these real-life doorstep scams. Remember, it's always better to be cautious and safe than to regret being too trusting. Recognizing a scam red flags to watch out for. There are several warning signs that can help you identify a potential doorstep scam. It's crucial to be aware of these signs to protect yourself and your loved ones from falling victim to fraudulent schemes. Be wary if the person is pushy or aggressive. Scammers often use high-pressure tactics to force you into making quick decisions without giving you time to think. They might insist that their offer is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you must act on immediately. Legitimate salespeople or representatives will not pressure you into making a decision on the spot. They understand that you need time to consider your options and will provide you with all the necessary information to make an informed choice. They ask for upfront payment in cash. Scammers often request cash payments because it's untraceable and difficult to recover once handed over. They might claim that paying in cash will give you a discount or special deal, but this is a major red flag. This is a major red flag, as it makes it difficult to get your money back if it is a scam. Always be cautious when someone asks for cash up front, especially if they are unwilling to provide a receipt or any form of documentation. They can't provide identification or contact information. Legitimate representatives will always have proper identification and will be willing to show it to you. They should also be able to provide contact information for their company or organization. Always ask for identification and verify it if possible. Take the time to call the company or organization they claim to represent to confirm their identity. This simple step can save you from falling victim to a scam. Something doesn't feel right. Trust your instincts. If you have a gut feeling that something is off, it's better to be safe than sorry. Scammers often rely on the fact that people will ignore their instincts and go along with the scam. If you feel uncomfortable or suspicious, don't engage. Politely decline their offer and close the door. It's always better to err on the side of caution when dealing with strangers at your doorstep. Remember, your safety and peace of mind are paramount. Protecting yourself, steps to take. You can take several steps to protect yourself from doorstep scams. Be cautious about opening your door to strangers. If you are not expecting a visitor, you are under no obligation to open the door. Install a door chain or viewer. This allows you to see who is at the door without fully opening it. Don't be afraid to say no. You have the right to refuse to speak to anyone at your door. Sign up for the Telephone Preference Service, or TPS. This reduces unsolicited sales calls. What to do if you suspect a scam? If you believe you are being targeted by a doorstep scammer, here are some important steps to follow. First, do not engage with them. Politely but firmly. Tell them you are not interested and close the door. Next, do not give them any personal information or money. This includes your name, address, phone number, or bank details. And finally, report the incident to the police. Call 999 if you feel threatened or if the scammer is still at your door. Otherwise, report the incident online or by calling 101. Reporting doorstep scams. Reporting doorstep scams is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it helps protect others. Your report can help authorities track down scammers and prevent others from becoming victims. Secondly, it provides valuable data. Reporting scams helps build a clearer picture of the problem and informs law enforcement efforts. And lastly, it sends a message. By reporting scams, you are letting criminals know that their actions will not be tolerated. You can report doorstep scams to Action Fraud, the UK's National Reporting Centre for Fraud and Cybercrime. You can report online at actionfraud.police.uk or by calling 0300 123 2040. Spreading the word. Protecting your community. You can play a vital role in protecting your community from doorstep scams by taking a few proactive steps. Start by talking to your friends and family. Share information about common scams and how to stay safe. Next, look out for vulnerable neighbors. Check in with elderly neighbors or those living alone and offer to help them report any suspicious activity. And lastly, share information on social media. Help raise awareness about doorstep scams by sharing tips and advice online. Stay vigilant, don't become a victim. Doorstep scams are a serious problem, but by staying informed and taking precautions, you can significantly reduce your risk of becoming a victim. Remember to be cautious and aware of your surroundings. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to say no, and of course report any suspicious activity to the authorities. By working together and looking out for one another, we can create a safer community for everyone.